Hi guys, I'm Jessie and today I want to talk about my weight loss journey. So it's not everyone's journey, but I went from 370 pounds to I'm right at 240 right now. And I had gastric bypass. So I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, you're against that, and many of you guys will be for that, but this is my journey and this is how it saved my life. So keep watching. Okay, today I want to talk about something that honestly kind of embarrasses me, and I can't believe I'm even going to talk about it on YouTube. So I had gastric bypass February 22nd, and I did it to save my life. My highest weight was 317 pounds, and even just saying that out loud, I am still kind of like in shock that I let myself get to that point. And losing weight was so hard. I tried everything, like the whole you don't eat for a while and I'll do good for like 4 months, like eating really just healthy foods, and then I would gain it all back eventually. And so finally we found a mass in my breast, and this was right when COVID started. And so I went through like 4 months of so much testing, and it was the scariest time of my life because I didn't know if I was gonna live or die. And I mean that literally. I kept reading all the stats that, by the time that you find a mass large enough in your breast that you can feel, it's already been 3 years of cancerous growth in your body. Yeah, that is a statistic that scared me so bad. So, when I got my breast MRI done, it said early onset of breast cancer. So that pretty much I feel like sealed the coffin for me. I was a wreck. I was terrified. It being in the midst of COVID, it was even more scary because I was going to so many doctors, and I kept thinking, if this is cancerous, am I exposing myself to germs because I have to go get these tests done? And so I have serious anxiety, which is not a joke. And so these were obsessive thoughts that were constant in my head. Like literally, they never left my head. I gotta fix my hair because it looks whack right now. So sorry about that. My hair was really driving me crazy. So as I was saying, so it was scary. So after the breast MRI said early onset of cancer, I really thought there's no hope. Cancer does run in my family. So I, at 34, I thought wow, this is happening during the biggest pandemic in our lifetime. And luckily I have insurance, but it didn't really calm me, because having insurance is amazing. And I know a lot of people don't have that luxury of being able to go to the doctors if they feel something or see something's wrong. And I did, and I went immediately because I'm under the impression that knowledge is power. So I told my mom and my boyfriend that if I didn't die of breast cancer, that I wanted to get gastric bypass. So backtrack. My boyfriend's mom got gastric bypass a year and a half prior to me, even thinking about it. And it did amazing things for her. And I never thought my insurance would cover such an expensive procedure, because it was $17,500 without insurance. And that was just my doctor's fee, not the hospital's fee. So, but I told my mom, I said, if I am not dying, I'm getting gastric bypass somehow. I didn't know how, but I was gonna get it done because I wanted to live. Like being on that brink of thinking you're dying, it makes you brainstorm to see how can you get more healthy. So that's where I was at. So it was from May till November. So the day that I went to get my biopsy results, I knew it was gonna be bad. I prepared myself, and since my MRI had said early onset, I really had no hope. I was a wreck of anxiety, and I was in a really, really dark place. And I went to my doctor, and he read the results, and even he was surprised. Like, when he read it, I could tell that he was just as confused as I was. And I really felt like, holy crap, I have a new chance at life. So I literally like skipped out of the office because of COVID. No one could be in there with me. So I did all this on my own, which was very tough. Going through something like this and not being able to have someone you love in the office with you or holding your hand through this was probably one of the most mentally hard things. So yeah, that's just a whole nother story on that. So I skipped out of the office, and I walked out, and my son was in the car with my ex-father-in-law, and I told him, like, the biopsy says it's negative, it's benign, and I just started crying because I couldn't believe that I got this chance at life again. So I get emotional even talking about it because it was such a scary time that I really thought there was no hope. So that day, I checked my insurance, and I thought it was open enrollment still, and I thought I'm gonna switch my insurance to one that might accept me for the program. And so crazily, my insurance actually covered it, but you had to go through this whole program, and it was like so many steps of getting approved, and then they decided if they were going to approve you or not, the insurance. So I said, I don't care, I'll jump through whatever hoops that you guys need me to jump through, because this is what's going to happen. So I kind of felt like the mass on my breast was not a good thing because it was horrific, but it was a wake-up call for me to get healthy because my weight was not healthy. So I jumped through all the hoops. They were not all easy, and I got approved. And so it was scary too because COVID still was at the height. So I had to make the choice if I was going to get this very, very invasive surgery during COVID. And I knew that I was going to do it. I was going to take this chance to live. So just like my doctor's appointments, no one could come in the hospital with me for the surgery. I had to get COVID tested before every I had to get an endoscopy, and any test at the hospital, you had to get COVID tested prior. Before surgery, COVID tested. So even no one could walk me to the hospital inside and hold my hand before surgery. It was just doctors, my doctor that I knew from meeting him, and just these nurses I've never met, and just me, terrified. My son had given me this little Kung Fu Panda action figure that I was holding on to for dear life because it was just that safety that somebody was there with me, and I was doing this for myself, but to give my son a better life too. So my biggest fear was that I was going to die during surgery. It wasn't the surgery. I really didn't even think about the surgery. I watched a lot of My 600-Pound Life to see, because they show actual how the surgery goes. But I felt like I knew what to expect for that. I just was so afraid that there's always accidents on the table or anesthesia or anything. And with my anxiety being as high as it always is, I had the biggest fear that I was going to be that person that there was that 1 in a million complication, and I was going to die on the table. So I didn't really prepare myself for the pain. So when I woke up, it was the worst pain of my life. The worst pain of my life, literally. And so I vividly remember just screaming, and I think my nurses were confused. They kept giving me more painkillers than they usually give. And in hindsight, we realized that the doctor had accidentally stapled my stomach muscle high up into one of the sutures. So instead of them stapling it down, it was like bunched up. So if I moved an inch forward or backwards, that deep suture was pulling constantly. So that was the pain. So apparently if that wouldn't have been placed there, I probably wouldn't have been in as much pain as I was in. But still, I was alive, so I did not care. Life was literally my top priority. And pain, that was nothing. I got up and I started walking, and like within the first hour, they really push it on you, and I was gonna do whatever they told me to do. So because of COVID, I was only in the hospital for less than a day after such serious surgery, which was kind of scary in itself. And my mom watched my 7-year-old, luckily, for a whole week. And my boyfriend's mom came every day and sat with me because she had gone through the surgery herself and she knew what I was experiencing, and she wanted to make sure that I was getting in my protein and all my stuff. She was like the superhero of what I needed. So I'm so grateful that she was there for me, because I would have been terrified and anxious because my boyfriend did have to work. And I'm so grateful that I wasn't alone, mentally, emotionally, physically, after being alone in the hospital, which was completely no one's fault but COVID's fault. So, you know, there are some people who lose weight really fast after bypass, and some people who lose it slow. My thyroid is higher, so I feel like I've been one of the slower losers, which sucks, but still, slow and steady, it still is a success. So, so right now I am 240, which I still have another 100 pounds to go. So I'm at 240 right now, which I still have another 100 pounds to go. But losing these 73 pounds literally has changed my confidence in ways that I can't even verbalize. My weight's always been an issue. I mean, like when I was younger, I was overweight. But when I turned 17, I ended up having an eating disorder. I was severely anorexic and I was hospitalized for it. And I was 105 pounds and I was so sick. I was just skin and bones, and I was so unhealthy. And so I feel like I've always been all or nothing. Like I've always been super into a diet, or I apparently struggle with it. And it's not like I was eating food all the time. I really never really overate. I think I just made the wrong choices with food. So here we are today. It is August 1st, 1:33, and so I started this YouTube channel for myself, and just because I have gained this confidence that I never had, and it is liberating. And I feel like I really don't have any really followers yet, and I don't know if anyone's ever gonna really want to follow me, but me talking to this camera is so therapeutic. And I feel like me learning to love myself, and you know, skincare that I am obsessed over right now, and makeup that I love doing new looks every day. I love it. I love getting dressed up for nobody, because this is how I used to be. I used to sit on the floor at 2 in the morning and do my makeup and my hair and go nowhere. But it made me feel good about myself. And not that makeup makes you feel better about yourself when you need it, but when you're doing it for yourself, I feel like it means more. So for me, it means that I can feel beautiful in my own skin, and It's not for anybody else but me. So, I don't want to be at a sickly weight because I know that I can get to an unhealthy place mentally, and I don't want that. I just want to be healthy. I feel like the surgery, the mass my breast was a wake-up call, and coincidentally, I have to go back every 6 months for my breast. We found 2 more masses, and so I went through that whole cycle again of the MRI and the biopsy and all of that. So that isn't fun, and so they're still there. So I'm going back this month for more testing, because I feel like when you want so much information when you have something wrong with you, like a mass in your breast, doctors don't move as fast as you want them to, which sucks, because I want them to move like, come on, let's move, but they are not on that level. One sec. So there's also the topic of people saying that I took the easy way out. And let me tell you, this is not the easy way out. Yes, I did get my stomach made smaller, but food makes me sick. So much food makes me sick that I literally eat the same thing every day. I eat a 2 good yogurt in the morning with a Sargento cheese nut thing, and then I eat for lunch I eat another 2 good yogurt, and I put a tablespoon of wheat germ in it to get some fiber, and then for dinner I've been eating watermelon lately. Even though it has sugar, it's natural sugar, and it fills me up. But it is not the easy way out. I feel like I have to take vitamins to stay alive, which I will take that over me knowing that I have not self-control, because I feel like this tool, because it is a tool, this tool has given me knowledge. It has given me so much, because you have to take these classes and you go to these meetings. Like, they don't just like say, okay, you're gonna have surgery and there it is. They make you do so much stuff. You have to get a psych eval to make sure that you are mentally prepared for the surgery. And when I was doing it, I was so anxious to just get it done. I didn't understand. I'm like, no. Why? Like, I want to get it done now. Why do I have to go through all this? But looking back now, it makes so much sense, because they want you of sound mind and body. And I'm grateful for that. So, I say a lot, I'm sorry. So, I hope that this channel, even just for me, will document my journey. I wish I would have started it sooner, but every week I'm losing more weight, knock on wood. And I just went last month, you go through stalls, and I went through a month-long stall of losing nothing. And I started a February gastric bypass group, and a lot of the people in my group that had the surgery the same time as me literally went through a stall at the same exact time for about the same amount of time. So that made me feel better, because I kept thinking, like, am I doing something wrong? Like, did I, like I know I'm not eating anything wrong, but that helped reassure me that what I'm doing is right. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my Urban Decay Precision mascara. This was a free trial thing from my Sephora order a couple months ago. It's my favorite mascara I've ever used, and once this is used up, I'm buying more. It's silly to get more now since it's still full, but I will definitely be purchasing this. And I feel like, you know, with the surgery and with me gaining my confidence back, I would have never, ever, ever put my face on camera for anybody to see at all, because I was so ashamed of the way I looked. So me having this channel is, it means more than my words will ever convey. It means that I have reached a level where I'm okay with who I am. I'm not there yet, but I have accepted me, and because I know that I am a work in progress, I am okay coming on this screen and I guess telling you that I have a commitment to be healthy and to live my life more healthy. Because I guess before I didn't know if I would ever stand up to my word, and now I know I can do it. So, I know that is, oh, I just got some black under my eyeballs. So, I know that is, for some people, they think that it is a crazy choice to go under the knife, but people get plastic surgery every day. And for me, this was the best thing that I could have done to get healthy. So everybody's life is different, everybody's story is different, everybody's body is different. But I'm using my Kasha blush. But for me, little thing, for me, this was the best thing that I could have ever done, because my weight had got me in. I'm not depressed because I have an incredible boyfriend who has loved me and has literally always thought it was beautiful. But beauty was one thing and being healthy is another. So I wanted to be healthy. I have a hair. So the healthy part is what my main concern was and still is, because and they check your labs, because like I said, you do need to take vitamins forever. So they make sure that your labs are how they should be, and if they're not, they will reevaluate your vitamins and get you to a place where you need to be. So I just want to do a couple little things to my makeup. I want to put a shadow underneath, and I think I'm going to add some, just a little gold glitter above. So I know the way I went about my weight loss journey is not for everybody, but if I would have never had my boyfriend's mom get it done, I would have never known that it was an option for me, or that my insurance would cover it, which I still am astounded over. And like I said, you had to meet a lot of criteria, but I sincerely believe that this surgery has saved my life. And when I found the mass on my breasts, I was vaping, and I immediately quit vaping the day that I went to the doctor, because anything that could make me not live, I didn't want any part of. I just wanted to live, and I would have done anything to make that happen. And obviously, as you can hear from my story, I really have gone to that extent and been serious about that. So most people by the 1 year mark lose about 100 pounds or more. So hopefully I'm almost there, and I'm only at the 6 month mark. Yeah, I'm almost to the 6 month mark. So I feel like I am on a good path, and that makes me so happy. And okay, I'm just doing the final touches up on this look. I'm using my e.l.f. Melt Mint Lip Plumping Gloss because I like this little green kind of shimmer it has. And I'm just going to my living room. But we all want to feel beautiful, so. And I'm not doing any false lashes because I'm just going to my living room. So that is completely unnecessary. I am going to put my well-loved glow it's kind of a mix between a highlighter and a bronzer. I just washed my brushes and it feels a little damp still, so oh no, lesson learned. But just a little bit. Just a little bit of shimmer, and I'm just gonna put a little bit right there on my brow bone because I can. Okay, so this is my final. I'm just playing with my makeup look. Sorry. So I just wanted to let you know my weight loss journey and where I am, and I want to be able to look back in 6 months and see if I've gotten to where I want to be or where my journey has taken me. So yeah, if you like any of my story or my content, you can subscribe. So my name is Jessie, you're YouTube, and thanks for watching. Bye.